What up, y'all? It's your man Abuamerican. Just a quick video, and this one's addressed to the ladies, and this comes from a situation I had to deal with today, and it's a very important one that most of y'all women need to understand. Now, one thing that we tend to understand is that women want from a man his time and his attention. These are two very important things for both men and women. For women, it's like a sign that a man puts her as a priority in his life, and we get that as men. We understand that, but what you also have to understand is, or what we understand also as men, is that women want a man that's successful. And in order to be successful, either in career or business, education, or anything that he endeavors into, to be the top dog or the best that he can possibly be, even if he's not going to be the top dog, requires what? His time and his attention. You do not become a doctor without spending the time and putting in the attention towards your studies. You don't become a top businessman in your career field without putting in the time, overtime, or whatever else it may be, and the attention necessary for details to show that you shine above the rest. In business, it's the same thing. Your time and attention to details, customer focus, planning, whatever else it takes to be successful. All of it requires time and attention, including the relationship. Now, we get this, but women, you have to understand how crazy you look and how crazy you seem when you demand from your solipsistic, hypergamous nature that you have a ready-made, successful man, and at the same time, you want his time and his attention. Look, ready-made men, they don't have to chase you. So the man that you have to compromise with is a man who has to build himself. And in order to build himself to be that successful man you want, guess what he needs? He needs to put in his time and his attention towards the efforts to being successful. He needs to put in his work. Now, you can't demand his time and his attention and demand that he be successful. You got to pick one. Either you want a man who's going to give you his time and his attention, but then he's just going to be an average Joe. Or you want a man who's going to be successful, but he has to put the vast majority of his time and his attention towards being successful. What do you want? You can't have it. This is definitely a you can't have your cake and eat it too type of situation. And I know birthday cake is made to be eaten, but we're talking about the cake in the window behind the glass. Pick it. What do you want? So if you want a successful man, understand that he's going to be a busy man for a considerable amount of time, and you're going to have patience with him until he reaches his success. And when he's successful, he can divert his time and his attention towards you, because he can then delegate his authorities and his work and his efforts onto those who are subordinate to him. But until that time comes, women, you got to give your guy a break. Now, here's another thing that's another problem. If you got this man friend, don't try and demand his time and his attention and you're not providing him with anything else. And this is a situation I find myself in recently, where I got a woman who I don't get any physical benefit from her whatsoever. I'm not banging the woman. She's not my wife. I'm not going to bang her, and she's not going to be my wife. But she's demanding my time and attention. On what right do you have to make any demands upon me and my attention, my time, and when I'm trying to put in my work to be successful? Women don't do that friend zone BS, where you want to come talk to him about guy problems, whatever else, and go shopping with me and all this BS. Leave that man alone. He's not yours. His time is not yours. His focus of attention is not yours. You have no rights to it. Stop doing that stuff to men. Stop it. It's rude, it's disruptive, it's distracting, and it's malicious. Imagine the converseness. If I came conversely on this from the man's side, I just come up and I start making demands. Show me your titties, give me your hoo-ha, and then you had to comply. You'd be mad as hell. You'd go cry rape. You'd say oppression, this, that, the other. You'd say it's malicious, wouldn't you? It's the exact same thing conversely for men. Stop doing that bull crap. Stop it. Stop it. If you're in a relationship, understand that your man is there because he wants to be with you. He loves you. That's why he hasn't left. If a man doesn't love you, you know what he does? He disconnects himself emotionally and then he keeps moving. Ladies, you got to stop with the madness. Stop being freaking crazy. You're crazy when you come like that at a man. Anyway, this is a lesson to the ladies, and men, don't let these women get away with it, because you know what's going to happen? Eventually you're going to give that woman all your time and all your attention, and then you're going to pass up your opportunities and your chances for success. And you know what's going to happen? Eventually the relationship's going to fall apart because of hypergamy, and then she's going to go chase a guy who had the time and gave his attention to his goals, and he's successful, and she's gonna go get married to that guy. And then you eliminated your chances for success, or you overstepped them, or you went past them. And then what does she do? She goes out and gets a guy who didn't do that. And you're gonna be mad as hell. Murder angry. So don't do it. I'm telling you this because I lived it. And now, at 44, I gotta put in triple the work to catch up over the stuff that I missed out on in my past. And the girl that I did that for, she's out trying to marry a doctor. You don't think I could have been a doctor or something successful somehow? Yes, of course I could. But I let myself in the idealistic concepts of love and what it's supposed to be and what you're supposed to sacrifice for that one that you love get in the way of the reality of the world I live in. Don't let it happen to you. And women, stop trying to do that to men. Freaking really. Anyway, this is your man, Abuamerican. Catch me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all that. Abuamerican. I'm out.